welcome back to another video. We have today one of these boys, ScrawlrBox. Now, if you are watching this, you probably already know what ScrawlrBox is, but in case you don't, ScrawlrBox is, well, for a start, this isn't sponsored in any way. I wish it was, but ScrawlrBox is a UK-based subscription box, and they send you art supplies in a little box. This one's quite small. This one looks quite small and quite thin, but we're not going to hold that against it. It's all about what's inside. And what they do is they give you everything you need to create a piece of artwork, and they feature an artist who uses the materials that are in here. Now, I don't know what's in this box. That's the idea. I've just got this in the post, and it's still all sealed up. It has my address on the back of it, which I've just noticed as well. So I'm going to try and open this up without showing you my address. Yeah, that sounds useful. So I'm going to open this up, see what's inside, and then create some cool art with materials that we find in our box. Fairly certain I would have sped through that in the editing, but let's see what we've got. Ooh, cool. So looks like we've got some pens, which is good for me because that's the kind of stuff that I like to use. I'm going to put this bag aside just now. This looks like most of the stuff here. I usually send you a little sweet. It's a fruit salad. I like fruit salads, it's fine. Just an eraser, a kneaded eraser, which is cool. I don't have one of these. I don't have a kneaded eraser. I just use cheapo ones like school erasers. So that's good to have. I'll eat that later. If you're not learning every day, then you're not living every day. That looks like something that my granny would have on her wall. She used to love all these little quotes and things, and hang them all on her wall. So that's nice. Kiki B is our featured artist today, and this is what she's done. So I guess she is. I'm not familiar with her work, with her stuff, but I like this. And I guess it's calligraphy and colourful stuff that she does. I'm not going to sit here and read this whole thing, but yeah, that looks like what she does. Her passion for lettering and typography, yes. So that's the kind of stuff that she does, which is cool, because it's something I would want to learn. I'm terrible at calligraphy stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And this is the paper. They give you paper as well to use. I guess this is like calligraphy paper. If that's the thing. But it's paper specifically for this. Let's see what we've got in this box. Now they give you a little sticker, which is their logo. I'm going to try and keep it good. Oh no, I guess not. Whoops. But let's see what we've got. I'm just dump it all out. I'm going to dump it all out. But yeah, there's a sticker. And it looks kind of familiar, kind of similar to Kiki B's artwork, which is the point, really. That's what that is. Oh, this looks like a pen lid that's fallen off here. I use these things all the time. Unipin fine liners. I use them all the time. Most of my work that I do is penning, just line work, black and white, and it's these Unipin pens that I use all the time, which is always good to have more. I just have lots of them, but that's good. What we got? Another Unipin, which, yep, I do have a lot of these boys, but we'll have a wee test of those in a wee minute and see how they're working out. Now what they do is they give you a prompt or a challenge, which today is words of wisdom. This is going to be fun to try and do to do this calligraphy typography thing, and I've never really done it before in my life. I'm terrible at it, so that'll be fun. I'm going to brush pens too, I guess. That makes sense. I'll have a look at them in a minute, but then just a normal HB pencil, Viking HB pencil. We know what a pencil is, but that's one of those, and a good one. So nice. So let's get these things out first of all and see what we are dealing with. I like brush nibs. but I am kind of working on a budget right now. Been working on a budget for my entire life, so getting good pens and good art supplies is not something that I've ever been able to do. But these feel nice. Oh, these feel pretty nice. Yeah, it looks like you get a range of pastels, which pastels aren't really my scene either. I'm going to use one of these to test all of these pens out, and this might be a little bit uncomfortable just the way that I'm sitting, but we'll try. We'll see how it goes. What I'm going to do actually is take this out of the box, flip the box, maybe not flip the box over, because you can see my address, but do that then. Oh yes, look, please see you've got a little brush nib. Has it got a small or short brush nib? Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Now, being colourblind means that these things are, pastels in particular, are pretty difficult to see, but I appreciate that these also have the names of the colours on them. Pastel rose, that one is. So I guess we'll do some writing since it's calligraphy. See, not very good at all at this stuff. Nice pastel rose. Next one, pastel blue. Makes sense, since it's blue and it's a pastel blue. I feel like the way that, because I'm left-handed as well, the way that a brush nib pen writing with it would want me to go is the opposite from the way that I'm having to write. It wants to write right to left rather than left to right, which is pretty useful. I'm sure you'll agree. Pastel violet next. They are very similar. Well, they're very similar to my eyes anyway. I get what they're doing. It's just maybe not the kind of stuff that I would choose to use, which I suppose is the point, really, of these things. Stuff that you're not comfortable with and getting yourself out of your comfort zone and exploring new things and trying new things. This one's pastel green. Makes sense because it's green. Makes sense. I like that colour though. Pastels tend to remind me of sweets, really. And that pastel green definitely does. And then cold grey light. This one is, which maybe is more my style with being a big spoop. Why am I writing pastel? It's not pastel, it's cold grey, right? Grey light. I'm terrible at using these brush nib pens. I feel as if I'm holding them wrong and I'm forcing it across. But that's the range of colours. Nice enough colours. I'm sure somebody like Kiki B, who's our featured artist, is going to be able to use them in a way that's a bit better than what I've done. But, or in a way that is a bit better than what I would do. But, these are the ones as well, right? This is your Unipin fine liner. Let's just see what it's actually called. Yeah, it's just a dark and a light grey fine liner. I guess this one's a light grey fine liner, which is actually pretty good because all of these pens that I have, I use tons of them, but all of them that I have are just black. I never really would have bought grey ones before. I haven't really seen grey ones for sale. Most of the time, the art supplies that I buy is just out of shops when I see them. Supermarkets and things, really. And I've rarely buy things off the internet because a lot of the time I'll just be looking through an art supply section of a shop and see something and be inspired by it and grab it and go, rather than actually looking things out, which is good to have these. And I can try that sort of stuff out, which is pretty nice. So that's your Unipin. I went for it a long time. I'm talking about until like a month ago or so, thinking that these were Unipens, or calling them Unipens, but they're Unipin, and that's what it says on it. So, what's the light grey? And put the lid back on. I know. And then this dark one. Oh hey. Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh, it just needs a little bit of help. A little bit of coaxing. Most of the stuff I do, or a lot of the stuff I do with these uni pins, is pointless and things, which is really frustrating. But I love the look of the stuff when it comes out, when it finishes. Love the look of it. Is that the... yeah, that's lighter than that, it's just thicker. There's a 0.1 and this one's a point, the other one's a 0.5, I think, yeah. Yeah, 0.5. So it just looks lighter. This one looks lighter, but it's not. It's just because it's thinner. And this, it's a normal ordinary pencil, I guess. Yeah. If you've done any artwork at all ever, you would have used one of these. So it's really weird. It's quite difficult to actually see what I'm doing. I'm having to peer through my tripod here to film this, but it's going to be fun trying to create an artwork on camera with those. And then they needed rubber, I guess, which we know what that is. It's a needed rubber. It's just a rubber. But there we go. That's the April ScrawlrBox. I nearly forgot what the name of the thing was. But that's the April ScrawlrBox. UK based subscription box that sends you out some cool things. And it sends you out some cool art supply stuff. And usually, like in this case, the art supply stuff is things that you'd never used before, quite often. They don't put in any rubbish. I've never used these brush pens before now, and they look pretty good. They tend not to put in rubbish. These things, these guys are really actually pretty good. So I'm going to try to use these, and perhaps I'll put it up as a separate video. But I'm going to try to use these and create something. Have a wee think about what I'm going to create. I've got a couple of ideas, but I'm going to decide on what I'm going to do, and I'll create an artwork and I'll put it up as another video. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more of these, you know what to do. It's YouTube. But I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to beg for that stuff. So because we're not going to do that here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.